Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. And I am so pumped about it because the announcement is here. Yes, my wallet has arrived. Yeah, the Rachel Cruze Show wallet. And it is on sale today. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited about this, okay? I know some of you have been waiting a little bit for this to come out. I know I've been waiting a little bit for this to come out, and a little bit meaning years, because I just wanted one, again, so bad. So the wallet, it's here, and it's absolutely incredible. And whenever I go to make products, I want to make sure that it's stuff that you guys need and that you want. But more importantly, something that you need. I'm not going to just make a bunch of stuff just for the fun of it, but truly that has this purpose of helping you guys create a life that you love. And we talk about the envelope system a lot. We talk about carrying cash a lot. And so how can you do that in a tactically functional way, but also let it be cute and let it be pretty? And that is the Rachel Cruze Show wallet. So we were looking, to make these. It had been in prototype after prototype. And then we found a company in India called Join. And their mission is absolutely incredible. So the fact that we get to work with them and that they get to create this wallet is beyond anything I could have expected. And they're just absolutely incredible. So today's episode, I'm really pumped for you to hear from the founder herself, Melody of Join. So Melody, I'm going to let you kind of take it from here because this is your pride and joy.
It is.
Join is. But talk about, you can make a wallet anywhere, but we chose to partner with you guys. So talk a little bit about what Join is all about, why you started it, and everything that everyone needs to know.
Great. Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we could go into so many details about the backstory, but my husband and I, when we first got married, 10 days after we married, we went and worked in an orphanage in Uganda, thinking that was the type of work we were going to be doing. But it was devastating for us to see people, young moms, you and I's age, that were dropping their babies off at the orphanage because they had no way of providing. And that really propelled my husband and I into a career of figuring out how to create jobs in regional, really vulnerable areas. Instead of having moms dropping off their babies, giving them work so that they can keep their family units together and really to create a difference by giving value and honor to artisans and makers on the other side of the world. So that's what we do.
So powerful. So how many men and women are with Join right now?
So we have about 120 total artisans that we've been employing for almost 10 years now.
And what all do they do from the gamut
Oh my
of
goodness.
work?
Spinning, weaving, block printing, stitching, leather work. So...
Well, I think it's incredible. You look into the things people do around the world to help other people. It's incredible. And so even just this sector, even you saying that, I love that so much, of the passion of you guys of keeping those families together and be able to provide work.
Absolutely.
For these women and these men and what that creates in a community. So talk about even the community that Join is in India. What does that look like?
Yeah, the community changed us forever. We'd never experienced such a depth of community and love. And raising my kids in a village setting, they had aunties and uncles all over the place. But I think the beauty of it, just like the things that you teach and train is Rachel, they're just like us. These women just want better opportunity for their kids. They want to change that family tree just like you and I do. And by having steady work and employment and fulfillment and a job, they're able to keep their kids in education. Most of the women that work for me weren't able to be educated either past 7th or 8th grade, really. And so now to see their kids growing up, getting educated, going on to college, having a lot more opportunity, it brings me great joy to be a part of that in somebody's lives. So.
Incredible. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. Well, I think the story behind you guys and your motivation to start this and to, put so much effort, so much passion in it, literally has changed not just people, but family trees. And we talk a lot about that on this show, about the things that you're doing right now, whether it's getting out of debt, saving that emergency fund, getting wise and getting in control of your money, doesn't just affect you. It affects your kids and their kids and their kids. And it literally can change this whole branch of your family tree. And you're doing that in such a huge way. I'm teaching people to budget. You're getting people out of poverty. But man, it's so powerful. And so tell me about these wallets, specifically how they're made, because obviously they're done on the other side of the world. And the men and women that are doing this, their stories are absolutely incredible. So tell me more about them.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you all their stories. You'll get a chance to hear from Tsering and from Shelma and Suneli, but I wish you could see just how much something this simple, purchasing a product with purpose and having intentionality with which you go about it means that the makers on the other side of the world are being directly affected. We like to say at Join, the more hands it takes to make it, the more lives we get to change. So we do purposeful and efficiency, where we slow down and do things by hand instead of using automation. So you're not picturing a big old factory with a bunch of people hurrying around. It's a community of artisans hand making these items. So I wish you could see the process and smell it and just be in it. It's incredible and very inspiring. And then I don't even know where to start on the stories. I mean, I've had the privilege of these people becoming some of my closest friends, so it's hard to even know where to start. Many have come out of really significantly challenging lives, whether they were trafficked at a young age or grew up on the street begging. We get to work with a leper colony, so individuals that have grown up with leprosy and have been really outcasts in their society. Men who have come out of real intense addictions, and women out of abuse cases. And I really wanted to form a company that centered around hiring those that were most vulnerable, those that wouldn't otherwise have a chance. So we're quite a mishmash of people all working together. But they, like you and I were just saying, really have changed the trajectory of their family trees by living with intentionality. Shelma's story is one. She grew up in an orphanage, has had very little opportunity for education, and now is running one of my production units fully. Just had her firstborn son about 1.5 years ago, and the way in which she's training him, raising him up, teaching him these standards and values, and has healthy work. It's just been such a gift to see how simple it is to, again, change someone's life. And every day, I get to see transformation. Yeah. And I don't think there's any greater joy than to give somebody that kind of opportunity. It feels like quite a privilege. I think people think it's been sacrificial for Dave and I to go do this work. It's the exact opposite. It's been a huge privilege.
Absolutely. And how do people even find Join? Like when they're in India, is it you seeing them on the street and like, hey, come work? Is it?
Yeah, they started to line up pretty early.
Okay, do they? Yes.
Yeah. And when the word got out, right?
It's incredible.
Yeah, I wish I could hire them all. Incredible women.
And I love it. Women Run and all of it. Now, to hear their stories, you guys, because there's so much there. So I want you to hear from them. So take a look.
So before Join, I don't have any motive or direction regarding how to use my life properly.
My life was not really nice. And as a woman in India, there were a lot of things which was going through.
Before coming to Join, the experience I had, I didn't have security in life. I didn't have like a family atmosphere or somebody who I could love and express to. But after I came to Join, like I have a family and I know that I can work closely with each other.
After coming here, I learned a lot, just growing myself as an employee and then becoming a better human being.
When I came to Join and then saw the value that they give for as a human being, their value is like not only just taking care of the job, but they also take care of your emotional and your physical and your every need that you have in life. There is a lot of joy, a lot of peace working with them.
I got to open up myself, and I became more confident and more secure. And I know I'm worth it. I can do anything.
I'm very happy with what I'm doing. I'm thankful for what I have right now.
My life has completely changed because I wanted to have the life right now that I am having. And it's such a wonderful life that we are independent and we are able to support ourselves. It's not just the work, but we are building people's life. We are bringing family atmosphere and we are helping them understand who they really are. And we are helping them understand their value and their worth.
When we make our products, we don't know what's going to come out, The bags come out so beautiful and we can see it on the site. It's so beautiful and customers are buying it.
Each product are going through each step and every step by hand. So that is something wonderful, beautiful.
Everything is handmade, from fabric sourcing to the finished good. We see how hard the team are working here.
One day, this women, this men, they were just sitting at home. They knew nothing about it, and once they have come to Join, they learn the beautiful work, and it's worth seeing them and feeling happy because we never knew that we can come up with such beautiful product by our own hand.
The more hand it touches, the more life it will change.
It's a magic. What we're making, it's all magic.
They are made out of love. They are made with lot of carefulness, lot of hard work. It's just not coming like a machine-made product, but it is coming with a handmade product with full of love. So it's a joy working with Join.
Melody, thank you so much.
you.
Seriously, I mean,
Honest.
this is, the work you're doing is incredible. The fact that we get to partner together with this. I mean, this wallet, you guys, it's so much more than just a wallet. Obviously, I wanted to create something tactically that you're going to use out in your life that's going to help you with your money, help you change your family tree in that regard. And again, the financial piece part of it, the personal finance part is so, so big. And so that tactical side was so in my head. And then again, when Join came on board, like the heart part just like almost overtook the project is what I feel like. So, you know, this wallet, it's not just a purchase, but it's a purchase with a purpose. It really is. And the incredible work that they're doing in India is just absolutely changing lives. So not only is it going to help you with your money here in America, it's literally helping someone on the other side of the world. And thanks, Melody, and you and your husband and starting it. I think it's just phenomenal. So before we leave, what is something that each viewer that's watching right now, what do they need to know about Join? Because I think it's really important that we understand obviously what's going on all around the globe.
Yeah, it's just an opportunity to join individuals who wouldn't otherwise have opportunity with the opportunities that you and I were really born into. You know, we were born into families that had wealth and education and opportunity at every turn.
And just to be born on this continent.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's the crazy thing too. Sorry.
Yeah, and we could have just as easily been born into those lives.
Absolutely,
Right?
yeah.
It really dawned on me one day. I was driving my scooter after a tough day as being a mom. I think the boys were 3 and 4. And I needed a break. I remember Dave got home from work and I was like, your turn, right? And hopped on my scooty. And that's what I do for getting stressed out. And I was just driving around the Himalayas and I needed to get some vegetables for dinner. And I pulled down to the bottom of the village and parked my scooter. And at that moment, I look up and all of a sudden I saw this woman in front of me. And she eerily looked like me. She was tall and long hair and her eyes and locked with mine. And in that moment, I realized I could have just as easily been born into this woman's life. She had a baby on her hip. She was begging me for money. And we looked very similar. And I just had that moment. And it really changed even my feeling of poverty and opportunity. As I was born into opportunity. I was given that as a gift.
Absolutely.
And so Join is just about connecting those opportunities and networks, connecting people that don't have those to the opportunities that I've had my whole life.
So beautiful. Well, the work you guys are doing obviously is changing lives, but even so much more than that. I mean, impacting people. It's incredible. And the best news too is that it's today. It's launching today. Yes, so it's leaving. It's leaving our little warehouse and coming right to you, to your mailbox, being shipped to you. So if you want to purchase one and hear more about Join, make sure to go to rachelcruze.com. Melanie, thank you again so much. I appreciate all your work over there, here, partnering with us. It's such a privilege. So thank you.
It's a joy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.